Welcome to ESD Basics. In this presentation, we will discuss basic concepts in electrostatic discharge and how to prevent damage to sensitive devices. Electrostatic charge is generated when two surfaces come into contact then separate. When this happens, electrons are transferred from one surface to the other, creating an imbalance. When the surfaces are separated, there is an effect known as tribocharging, which is the cause of shocks when touching a doorknob, as well as the cause of lightning. Tribocharging is also the cause of adhesion, as demonstrated here. When charges seek to balance, this discharge is rapid and can create heat and sparks. There are two types of materials we are concerned with: conductors and insulators. Conductors, such as metals and people, allow electrical current to flow easily. They can be grounded to alleviate discharge. Insulators, on the other hand, do not allow current to flow easily, and therefore cannot be grounded. Charges tend to build up on the surface of insulators, such as plastics, easily, creating high potential voltages. Large charges are generated all the time, and the voltages created may be higher than you think. Despite the constant creation of charges, you may not notice them. In fact, a charge must be in excess of 3000 volts to be felt. Just because you don't feel it doesn't mean it's safe. 100 volts or less can damage components. The human body model differentiates ESD into 4 classes. Class 0 is damage you can't feel. This can be up to 199 volts. Class 1 also cannot be felt, but can range from 200 volts to 1999 volts. Class 2 ranges from 2000 to 3999 volts, and this is voltage you might be able to detect. Class 3 is damage that you can detect as a spark, and is classified as 4000 to 15999 volts. Smaller components are especially vulnerable to ESD damage. Damage to small components such as integrated circuits is not detectable by the naked eye. There are 2 types of ESD damage. Latent defects are less severe, but no less important to prevent. These defects allow the device to continue to function and pass inspection, but will cause premature failures. Catastrophic defects are those which are detectable as soon as they happen. Latent defects are more costly to our company. Assemblies with a latent defect will pass inspection and be shipped to our customers. They will work for a while, but when they develop issues, it will be difficult to identify. This will result in more returns, more time troubleshooting, and more repair costs. It goes without saying this results in lower customer satisfaction as well. We should treat electrostatic discharge as germs are treated in operating rooms, as an invisible but omnipresent threat. There are 3 prerequisites to proper ESD control. First, we must identify ESD workstations. Second, we must identify sensitive items. Finally, training must be provided. In order to control ESD, we utilize the following. First, ground conductors, including wrist or heel straps. Second, shielded materials when storing or transporting sensitive devices. Finally, we utilize ionizers to neutralize insulators. When using a wrist or heel strap, we must verify that it is functioning properly in order to protect sensitive devices. Straps should be tested twice daily, first thing in the morning and when returning from a lunch break. Please remember to sign the ESD strap test log, located near the tester. Both benchtop mats and floor mats must be grounded to an earth ground. We can accomplish this by tying these mats to the center screw on any electrical outlet. As we discussed, insulators cannot be grounded. Instead, We control ESD associated with them using an ionizer, which floods the area with ions to neutralize the charge they can retain. When taking an ESD-sensitive item outside of a protected area, be sure to use a storage container intended for ESD protection, such as a metallized shielded bag. This acts as a Faraday cage, preventing charged particles from reaching the sensitive item. Items that can act as insulators should be removed and replaced with items that are low-charging or groundable. Examples of items that can be replaced with ESD protective items are listed here. ESD is a hidden enemy, and we are on the front lines fighting it. Following the guidelines listed here will help keep the enemy at bay. Test wrist straps and footwear daily. Keep wrist straps snug, smocks buttoned, and foot grounding tabs secure in your shoe. Only allow trained personnel in ESD-protected areas, and ensure that untrained people are escorted. Keep your work area clean and clear of insulators. Make sure you are grounded when handling sensitive devices. Check to make sure that all grounding cords are connected. Make sure that your ionizer is maintained, inspected, and that the airflow is not blocked. Use shielded packaging for transporting or storing sensitive devices outside a protected area. To summarize, make sure to ground all conductors, including people. Neutralize all insulators with ionizers, and utilize containers intended for electrostatic discharge-sensitive materials when transporting them outside an ESD-protected area.